Alright lads, Imperial Bodybuilding here. I hope you're having a good weekend. I bring you the latest news from the bodybuilding world. And today we are 7 weeks out from Olympia. I have some very interesting news for you today, guys, so stay tuned, especially until the end, because I'm about to rant. We start off the show with an update from Hadi Choopan, who, guys, again, he speaks in riddles, so I'm going to read his last post, which was posted yesterday. And Hadi says, what did he say? It doesn't matter. He insulted you? It doesn't matter. Are they talking bad? It doesn't matter. Basically, what I think I understand the riddle, he's saying it doesn't matter what's going on as long as you show up. And Hadi is obviously always confident in his own physique, and we do have a physique update. So let's dive in, guys. If anyone thinks that Hadi Choopan is not going to turn up, he is definitely going to turn up. There's no ifs or buts about it. He is going to turn up. I think Hadi looks incredible. The legs are absolutely thick. The quads, guys, dense with striations for 7 weeks out. Hadi's definitely added size, guys. He looks incredible. He looks absolutely incredible. My only concern is with Hadi. When you actually still the shot, the arms, the back, I'm not going to say that he's hypertrophied, but he does look like he's lost a little bit of muscle, the way Ramy did in the triceps. I don't think that this is going to be the best Hadi. He looks absolutely phenomenal, but if we look from the back, there is asymmetry, and I'm not saying that he hasn't added size, guys. Hadi has added size, probably 10 pounds. The back, the lower back, the width, it seems to be all there. But I do think in the back double you can see asymmetry. The arms, guys, they're full, but it doesn't look jaw-dropping. It doesn't look like it's improved at all. So this is really good news for Nick Walker fans. But from the front, guys, he's absolutely incredible. Again, the legs. Hadi is going to be in condition, make no mistake about it. As we look at him here at the Olympia, you know, this is a good Hadi. It wasn't a bad Hadi by any means. The problem is, I think the judges were so blown away from his Arnold conditioning, the Arnold 24, that you have to come, if you're Hadi Choopan, you have to come in 100%, because even a good Hadi is no longer good enough. You need to be the best Hadi that you've been. He's a master of mandatories, guys. He excels in his posing. Like Hadi, he understands the sport so much. And his physique, I think it's the best since the Heath era, the legendary Phil Heath. Do I think he's as good as Phil Heath? Absolutely not. But guys, Hadi at the 24 Olympia, he was good, but he didn't live up to the exceptional conditioning and the size that he brought at the Arnold. Just the polish wasn't there, and that's why I lost. And also, guys, he walked off the stage. Let's not forget Derek with his false humility here. If you just look at Derek. Yeah, he walked off the stage. The IFBB have not forgotten about this, guys. So do I think Hadi can win? He has to be at 100%. In other news, this is very, very interesting. The Miracle Bear, Urs Kalecinski, has decided that he will be doing the Open. Now, do I think this is a good idea? I'll say this about Urs. Very charismatic guy, very likable. And basically what he says in this Instagram post, guys, is he's outgrown the division. He's outgrown the classic division, and he feels like he was getting depressed, whatever that means. You know, depression in this day and age, guys, is over a broken toenail. But he couldn't make the weight, so he's decided to jump into the Open. Do I think this is a good idea? In my personal opinion, guys, Urs Kalecinski has possibly, and you might disagree with me, okay, so don't be offended. In my opinion, he's very underwhelming. Yes, he's got amazing legs, world-class legs, some of the best in classic. But guys, he doesn't have the muscle bellies. One cannot just simply go from classic to the Open. It's not just about putting weight on, because a lot of that weight that you put on isn't even going to your glycogen stores. It's not going to your muscle. It's just going to fat. If you look at the arms, guys, they are non-existent. As I say, he has a very aesthetic physique, but the arms are tiny. The back is tiny. A lot of people are obviously saluting this. RX Muscle says, you guys, Urs Kalecinski is coming real soon to the Open Class of Bodybuilding stage. Italy Pro on the 7th. So this is going to be very interesting to see yours standing next to the likes of Quint Beastwood, Sergio. But again, guys, That is not... I'm not disrespecting yours, but for me it's not an impressive back. And looking at him here, he's 275 pounds. He doesn't look impressive. He doesn't look like he's made any gains on the arms. The legs are exactly the same. The calves actually look downsized when he used to have world-class legs. It's very strange because Wesley, he lost his calves as well. But look, this was Jordan Hutchinson and Joe Palacios just 2 weeks ago. Guys, these are second and third tier pros. So if Urs Kalecinski thinks that he can go into the Olympia and even compete with these guys, which is third tier pros, how's he going to compete with the likes of Nathan Diasha, Rubiel Mosquera, second tier pros? Never mind the likes of Hunter Labrada, Andrew Jacked. And then you have the behemoths like Nick Walker, Hadi Choopan. This guy, on the other hand, even going against this guy, Good Vito, yours is not going to be able to touch someone like this because it takes more than just eating more. These guys have freakish genetics, and that's what separates them. Good Vito recently posted, if you just look at the arms, look at the quads, he's just so much bigger than the classic guys. There are very few classic guys that can actually walk on to the Olympia. We saw Chris at the Prague Pro going against Martin. I think Chris is a far superior to Martin, but Martin, even though he's shorter, the sheer size just overwhelmed Chris. It's different, guys. It's Premier League versus the second league, or the major leagues versus the minor leagues. One cannot just simply go into the open and think that they're going to dominate, and I don't think yours will. But guys, again, looking at Joe Palacios, lads, he's huge, he's massive. He could not go into Classic because he'd be too big. And again, we look at Krizo here. It was about 9 weeks out from the Prague Pro. The muscle bellies, this is not normal. Some of these pros are just, they grow at an insane rate. Krizo would never look right in the Classic division just because he's simply too big. You have to have just a freakish amount of proportions. Look at these two. You look at Regan, you look at Krizo. Do I think that Krizo can go on and win big shows? Absolutely. Regan is huge. Regan's like 5'11", 6 foot. So is Krizo. And if you just look at the muscle bellies on someone like Krizo, he's dominating Regan Grimes, who is huge, who is aesthetic. So how is yours going to stand next to any of these guys? It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. But you have to agree, just moving on from yours, if Krizo can put it together, if he can take a good off-season, which I think he will, he has all the tools to be, for me, top 6, top 5, even as high as top 3. He needs to go away. He needs to work on his posing. He poses like an amateur, can't hold a pose to save his life, which is absolutely pathetic, considering, guys, he's been a pro now for many years. Regan is an excellent poser. Can hold a pose, looks very good. But if we're talking about muscle bellies and just density, there's not many IFBB pros that have the fullness of Krizo. He's very Levrone-esque. The way he was just full, just big. In our last news, guys, we have the Austrian Oak Pro, where this is much anticipated. This is classic here. This is a classic physique. So this week we have Laszlo Karaly. He will be competing against Fabian Mar. Forgive me if I butchered the names. But guys, looking at this physique, that is classic. The tapered waist, the vacuum, the dryness, guys. Just the lines. This is pure aesthetic. If you took Laszlo Karaly back to the 70s, he wouldn't look out of place. And neither would Fabian Mar. I mean, Fabian Mar, just a couple of weeks ago, guys, at the Portugal Pro, he held his own with some top pros, with second tier pros likes of Nathan Diasha. Fabian finished 4th. So the tall guys, the classic tall guys can stamp with anyone. And just looking at the aesthetics, guys, forget about yours. Forget about yours. This is classic. Him and Laszlo Karaly are the pinnacle of the division, and I really, really want to see them at the Olympia this year, because I honestly think that they can do some serious damage. They should be a lot higher, guys. A lot higher in the placings. But let's see, I think the classic division's shaping up to be absolutely incredible. This is the way we should be going. Aesthetics, lines, symmetry, proportions. And obviously conditioning, guys. I mean, if you compared him against Zayn, he's miles ahead. If you compare him against this guy, miles ahead. Just the lines, the freaky proportions. Let's stop forgetting how many followers you've got on social media and start concentrating on the physiques. So what do you think, guys? Is the classic physique division going in the right way? Do you think that Hadi Choopan at 100%, if he does come at 100%, can beat the likes of a Nick Walker? What do you think, guys? And do you think that yours is making the correct decision to go up into the Open? Let me know. And if you haven't already, you know the score, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We are 7 weeks away from the Olympia, which is going to be one of the best Olympias I've seen in a long time. I'll see you soon, guys. Have a good weekend. Take care.